Welcome back to another episode of Good Vibes Television. I don't know what episode it is, but we're going to keep it rolling. So y'all notice I wasn't here last week, but I'm back. I mean, the week before, but I'm back in effect. So you got your girl, Savvy, in the house, and we still missing one. We're going to shout out him, but I'm going to turn it over to my man, Mr. LA. How you doing, Mr. LA?
Ganja. Welcome. And I think it's like, nah, I'm not even about to lie here because I was about to say 156, but I'll be way off. I don't know.
What's the 156?
Episode.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. Yeah. I stopped counting after the second season.
I know. I probably within those episodes I've been on here maybe about 4 or 5 times. So yeah,
and that's how you became a permanent fixture.
Hey, you know,
at GVTV.
Hey.
Right.
Hello, world. How's everybody doing?
So let's give a shout out first of all to our man. He has court.
Jury duty.
Yeah, jury duty. For the second time. Poor fella. I hate it for him.
That must be a murder trial.
It gotta be. So shout out to DJ PSR1.
My guy.
Right. And we still want to give a shout out to Mr. RL. We miss you, dude. Can't wait for you to come back.
For sure.
Right.
Hey, what was crazy, because I was about to say something, but I just lost my train of thought. Damn.
That's that old age, sir.
Nah.
You're getting up there.
Well, probably so. But no, it wasn't. Oh, man. The hell with it. Fuck it. Anyway, so how was your week?
It was good. I hung out with my children yesterday. They treated me to brunch for my belated birthdays. My birthday was October the 3rd, so y'all can give me a shout out. I'm still taking gifts. Anybody want to know?
Give you cash at.
Right. I don't know. I don't trust people. But hit me up in my DM, and I'll send you my Cash App, and y'all can send me some belated birthday gifts.
Well, happy belated birthday. What did you do for your birthday?
I slept.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
And you said your children took you out for brunch?
Yeah, they took me to Annapolis yesterday to this place. It was real nice, too.
Fancy Annapolis.
Yeah.
You know, they don't like black people up there.
Oh, really?
No, seriously.
But it wasn't. My middle daughter was counting how many black people that was there. She was like, "Mom, it's not a lot of us right here."
Yeah, I'm telling you. Like, they see a bunch of y'all in the SUV or car, period. They're pulling you over.
Oh, really?
Anne Arundel don't play.
But, you know, they had a boat show, and I wish I would have known because I like a boat show.
Yeah. I ain't messing with the boat.
Yeah, I like the boat show.
For number one, I can't swim.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, boat go down faster than the Titanic. We got a problem.
You got a problem?
Got a problem. No, not doing it.
But yeah, so we saw some nice things. But when we went to the shops and stuff, the people were really nice and helpful, you know.
Well, that's what's up. I mean, every time I go up there, they look at me sideways like I'm about to rob somebody.
Oh, wow.
Maybe it's the facial hair or, you know, the urban clothes. I don't know.
You look like you about to rob somebody.
Yeah. Well, you know, you never know. Hard times.
But other than that, you know, I worked. I didn't do too much, so... You know, I'm here doing my thing.
Well, you were definitely missed.
Oh, okay.
And you missed a great show the week before last.
Mm-hmm.
Duke gave us a bunch of knowledge. That one thing, shouts out to DJ Duke. That brother is full of knowledge and he states facts. So be mad at him all you want. You know, he gives facts. He don't speak off opinions and he's not too much emotional when it comes to business. So shouts out to my guy.
Right.
Me working, grinding as usual. Productive week.
Mm-hmm.
What I want to tell people is throughout the week, whether if it's a Sunday or a Friday or even if it's a Monday, find time for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Meditate. I mean, find some type of inner peace because the world that we live in is crazy. And just stepping out your front door, you manage. You don't know what's gonna happen. So, and it's not even just that. Just sometimes the people in your inner circle or just people you're surrounded by. It could be a workplace, anyway. So just find a day to yourself, whether if it's, you know, you're going to go shop or, you know, going for a walk, but find a way to bring yourself peace, you know, and I think that will make life just a little bit more easier for you.
Yeah, I try to, when I go through a lot of stuff, I try to meditate. Meditation is my form of peace. So I'll light candles, turn the lights down, and just meditate or listen to some Zen music.
Don't start no damn fire now.
Well, you know, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that for a minute. I like to light candles, guys, and this one candle, it's about this big. If y'all can see, it's about that big. I have all these big candles around my place, and this one little small candle, I set it on something and it slid back. And it was a plastic bag with some clothes in it, and I wasn't paying no attention. And I didn't even smell it burning, and I just happened to turn to look at it. I said, I would have been in here on fire.
Oh, wow. That's not funny, but damn.
And it was on my birthday, guys, so I would have been caught on fire on my birthday.
Jump out the window, help.
Something.
Fuck.
So I was like, I threw that candle away. I said, that little candle dangerous.
Yeah, nah, you can't mess with
Yeah, so candle.
Fire and water is something you don't want to play with.
Right.
That'll take you out of here quick.
Right, but talking about fire, just make sure y'all have a smoke, what you call them? Smoke, what you call them?
A fire extinguisher.
Yes, fire extinguisher.
But you know, a lot of well, if you're in your house, you're responsible. If you have a house, you're responsible for that. But apartments, they're supposed to supply those already, like when you have your apartment. But it all depends where you live at.
Yeah, that's a bunch of lies. We don't have one nowhere, not in the hallway, not in the laundry room. They don't care about us.
But the crazy part is if the fire department was to come and do an inspection, and then you'll fail.
Oh,
like,
wow.
That's crazy.
Okay.
So,
well, maybe I need to call them then.
oh, just call 311.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I'm saying. Call them myself.
Just like when your smoke detector starts to make that, change your battery. Listen, I'm sure everybody out there has been in somebody's house where that loud ass beep. You have a whole conversation. You got to really like pause and be like, hold on, let this joint beep.
Right.
Okay, and then go back to the conversation. Like,
all right. I have a friend talking about that. Every time we get on the phone, and we don't talk every day.
Right.
Like we can talk like once a month. And while we talk on the phone, you can hear that thing. And I'm telling her, like, why every time I call you, nobody came over and changed that thing for you yet?
call the maintenance man like 2 months in advance.
Right.
Because it's like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, like where I used to live at. People like, yo, you ain't changed that yet. First of all, the ceilings is high, and I ain't that tall, and I'm not getting on nothing where, it's out of my control where I can fall. So,
right. But that's what she said. That's what she said, because she lives in the house, and she said the ceilings are too. I'm like, but get a ladder or something. That thing is irritating.
Hey, listen, when it starts to go off, but you get like life, you just
keep
deal with it.
I guess you get used to it.
You be like, hold on.
Yeah, I could. I was like, dude, and she knew, because I'll start laughing. She'd be like, yeah, I know, because it's like you can hear it every time.
But see, that's how you know the conversation ain't deep. Because if you weren't about the beeping sound, then that means what I'm saying is not important. So I might just need to hang up.
Right. Like, you worried about that? Let's talk later.
Yeah. So.
And guess what? When you call back, it still ain't gonna be changed.
Hey, especially if your ceilings is high. I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
But I'm saying, you wanna your safety is important, so that'll let you know if a fire is in the
Black people, we got other problems. Debt. You got other people. You got other things that we worried about than the damn smoke detector going on.
Lord. Look, guys, if y'all smoke detector out there beeping, please change it. Be safe.
Be smart.
Yeah.
Well, I ain't gonna need to. I mean, listen. Depending on how you sleep, is depending on how you gonna react to this fire. If you sleep light, then you going.
Right.
You be out now. If you're a dark sleeper, then yeah, you gonna burn to a crisp.
Lord, well, we don't want nobody doing that. We don't want nobody burning to a crisp.
It was crazy. I rode past one of the firehouses, and they'll tell you like fatalities of people die. I'm like, damn, well, I wonder how. Like, was the fire on your back? He's like, the fire. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Or the smoke is really to get you before the fire. So I am, I'm not ignorant, so I do know. But yeah, the smoke could get into your
lungs. Yeah. So it's your fire 101 coach teaching here. Yeah. Just make sure y'all have what you call it, a
fire extinguisher.
Your fire extinguisher
and your fire system. Oh, and you know what too? Just thought about this.
What's that?
People got like the sprinklers in the crib now, like the new developments. So
you
might be if you got one of those, disregard everything. Now I'm gonna ask a question. If you've been in there longer than 5 years, you might want to have somebody come and check that out, because
Right, but I don't know about that. Like, I wouldn't want them in my house, because then all your furniture and stuff will get messed up.
Well, do like how Grandma did it back in the day. Put the plastic. Especially when you got people coming over. People don't wash up.
That plastic, my grandmother had that, and that plastic ain't no joke. When you trying to lay down and watch TV in a hot summer day, it wasn't.
Yo, I got to start. Like I think I was about
And old people, they ain't believe in air conditioning, so they be like, put the fan on you, girl. Open up the back door, let the wind blow through.
Oh, my grandma didn't care about none of that. I had got my shots. I think I was like 6 or 7, and like I was in extreme pain. And my dad was holding me and had put me on the couch. I woke up like in a world of slobber,
right,
and just sweaty. And I'm like, what in the heck? And then I'm like, oh, all right, I'm on the couch. But like I started crying because I'm just like, yo, who would do this trauma to a child like that? Like, bad enough I'm already in pain. I couldn't move, and then it come and I'm in plastic. Like, who's trying to kill me? Crazy.
Yeah, that's inhumane. Like, anybody that still got plastic on that furniture.
And I think that's quicker for it. Isn't that quicker for it? Like, if the fire was to spread, so don't put plastic. Lamont, we about to kill y'all for real.
Do not listen to
don't listen to me
us
to a
on
degree.
GVTV when it comes to the fire safety situation. Yeah. So anyway, we got some good topics to be talking about tonight.
Yeah. First off, let's start off with the craziness in the backyard here in Baltimore.
Oh, yeah.
We got to do better. I mean, come on. This is why we're looked at how we're looked at, because of the craziness that we do in our own city. Morgan, first off, my condolences.
Yes.
Because you would never, and it was crazy because everybody that talks about Baltimore, Morgan comes up. Mm-hmm. So that's like the #1 college here. Right. Either that or Coppin.
Right.
So so actually, when I seen it, it was mind blowing because I'm just like what? Like, now I know, like, yo, I believe everybody that if you're able to get your gun permit, go get it, because you just don't know like I said earlier, when you stepping out your front door.
Right.
Mental health, like when we stated last week or the week before, is real. So you don't know the things that people are on or what they're going through. But yeah, like I said, my condolences, because that's crazy. Like, how many people they say were shot? Like 4?
Yeah, it's sad. It's just sad that you leave out your house, or if you stay on campus and you go into class and this stuff happens. You know what I mean?
Now, leaving out your... Oh, you talking about on campus? Okay.
Right, like going to school, leaving out your house to go to school. Or if you're
like,
leaving on,
you have these people leaving from out of state. Mm-hmm. And, these fresh out of high school, these parents is already worried about that.
Exactly.
And then you have these situations that happen. The campus is supposed to be the most safest thing.
Right.
But well, can't even say that. Like,
but it's not. Because you have so much stuff that goes on campus. And then even though you have campus police or campus security, they can't be everywhere. You know what I mean?
Not even just that, but I felt like Morgan should have been more aware, because think about this. You have Virginia Tech with the Asian fella.
Right.
A couple of other places that was having, like, literally people being murdered on college campus. So it's just like I'm surprised because, it's Morgan, but it was just like, well, like, why? What's going on to that point? Like, what's really going on? Is it that deep to want to shoot and harm people like that's there to get an education and a tuition there? Sheesh.
Right. But like you were saying earlier, it's about mental health. Like, people are going through things, and people are dealing with everyday problems. Like, the place that I work at, I can't name the name of it because about what I'm
smart, you wouldn't, because you never know who'd be stalking you.
But people have done. You had students that took their lives because they had bad grades.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because all the money that their parents have put out or spending on these places, and this person couldn't take it, and they took their own life. So, like you were saying earlier, mental health is real. People are going. People are depressed.
Right.
Just dealing with everyday life. So I'm not, trying to say take up for this person that did this, because it's, it's sickening and
even
sad.
though the way he looked like Ray Ray. He's up to no gay,
right?
No good. You know what I mean? So,
but my whole thing is, I don't condone anybody hurting themselves. But why would you go out and hurt someone else? If you're gonna hurt somebody, hurt yourself before you go out there and hurt anybody else.
But damn, Savvy. I mean,
no, I feel like
I get it, right. But I was like, don't get me wrong. Don't even hurt yourself. What I tell people, like, literally go talk to somebody. Like, pride kills a lot of things. People they're afraid of opening it up because they're afraid of what other people think of them. And that to me, in our generation and just now, especially for the African American,
community,
for us in general, like, is the pride issue. If you're going through something, it's all right to, go talk to someone.
Right.
But then with that too, you got to be careful who you talk to. But still, it's okay. It's professional help out there.
It is.
That you can go seek about it and get all that what's hurting you out.
But I've really been like just watching things, and I'm just saying like this generation. I mean, I'm sorry to keep saying it because we've been saying it a lot, but this generation,
But it is.
it's like they deal with a lot, and they have a lot of mental issues, and you got, I know we say this a lot too, you got social media, you have all this stuff going on, and it seems like now they have more problems. Because I'm just thinking about when I grew up, I don't remember dealing with stuff like this.
I'm gonna piggyback off of that. So basically, with that being said, the main issue with this generation is identity. There is so much that, I want to be like this person, and they'll never admit to it, but that's what it is.
Right.
Like me observing that, like you're trying to be something that you're not to fit in, instead of just being who you are and being all right with that. That's the number one thing.
Right.
And it's when you're not accepted, and then the bullying and being disrespected, and I tell people like, watch how you talk to people, because you just don't know where their mind frame is.
That is true.
It's a switch that might be the last switch, and the next thing you know, you got a 45 caliber in your face.
Right.
Like people take that as a joke, or people don't think, oh, he ain't gonna do nothing. Those be the ones to be the first one to get knocked off.
So because I looked at the story, but do we really know why this person did what he did?
I'm gonna be honest with you, being as though that it happened there, you ain't gonna get the truth.
Okay.
I mean, that's just with the politics with that. Bad enough that if they could have, because Morgan made CNN.
Yeah.
So if it's up to them, if they could have kept it on the DL without, all the public eye viewing, because now everybody has an opinion.
Right.
Now people want to take their kids. I mean, because at the end of the day, what is it? A business. People want to take their kids out to school. You know what I mean? Or people want to. So what's going to happen? Morgan's going to lose money.
Right.
So that's an iffy situation. And even if they do come out with it, to me, in my opinion, you can't believe it.
Why you say that?
Because what it is now
like a cover up.
Exactly.
Okay.
Because now everybody's on their toes.
Gotcha.
So it's like.
Right. So what was the other school that had a shooting at?
Shit.
Like,
it's been so many. I can't.
It was right after Morgan.
Oh, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I can't even name it offhand. Like, to be honest with you, sometimes looking at the news can be depressing, because it's like, damn, is there anything good that's happening like besides sports? So I ain't even follow up on that.
But also, if y'all listening and y'all know who these people are, we want to send a shout out to them too, because it's a shame. The same thing. You going to homecoming and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And this is what happens.
Right.
It's just sad, and it's just like you were saying earlier, like we have to talk to people.
Yeah.
And my thing is, we might not have someone in our corner, but it's therapists out here that can help you.
I mean, and if to that point, I look at it as somebody always taking to somebody. So.
It's Bowie. It was Bowie.
Oh, damn. Yeah, it was Bowie.
Yeah, Bowie.
Yeah. Good shit. Because I knew it was somewhere else, but and that's another college. So it's just like, is it a trend thing? Like, now I'm starting to feel some type of way with that, because it's just like, okay, here in Baltimore, we got enough just on the street.
Right.
So now to bring it to the education, and where, Morgan is putting Baltimore in a good light, then it's like, okay, now that's damaged. And then now, even though Bowie's like roads up, but that's still like around the corner from us.
Right.
So
It's part of Maryland.
Yeah, it's crazy. So.
Yeah. So I mean, I really don't know. I really don't know what's going on with people and what's in their mind. But people, they go home and they sit to themselves and they think about a lot of stuff. Like, we don't even really know what's the person mentality.
Right.
What's going on with them. So, sometimes we have to look at that point of view too, like what's going on at home, what's going on in their life.
Yeah.
I heard something, I think it was yesterday. Was it yesterday? No, today. Well, a young lady took her life because she's a nurse. She was a nurse.
I think I heard of that.
Yeah, and she took her life because her job was stressful as a nurse.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It wasn't like somebody outside that was doing stuff, or her finances. Her job was stressful and she took her life. So we don't know what people be going through.
But that's what I said, going back to what I said earlier. We got to find inner peace within ourselves.
So how do you do that in this kind of society today? Like, you might have the answer for yourself.
I mean, shit, you ain't gotta listen to me, but I'm just saying it. Like, to be honest, like dealing with, okay, your job is gonna be number one, because who the fuck wants to go and get up to go to work every day, especially if you hate your job.
Right.
And then knowingly when you go in there, it's some bullshit.
Right.
You know what I mean? So the best thing for that, like I said, I can't tell you what's gonna soothe you and what's gonna, ease the stress or the pain. You know what I mean? But that's something they got to figure out on their own.
Right.
Like what makes you happy?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like what really? And I don't think people can really answer that.
Right. Well, if you know yourself, you should know what makes you happy.
And that's where the problem lies.
People don't know themselves.
They don't know.
Right. So it goes back to what you were saying earlier, how everybody is trying to take on someone else's identity instead of being themselves.
And that's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Because 9 times out of 10, what are you trying to do? You're trying to impress.
But why? Like you said. I mean, but
when you don't,
we can sit up here and say that all day.
When you don't have an identity and you're trying to be you got a lot of people, like I said, social media, number one. You can go on Instagram and see, somebody sets a trend and then everybody's trying to follow it. Right. And then somebody's trying to top it. Right. And then somebody is trying to, make it into their own. So, and 9 times out of 10, it's somebody in this industry, and that's why, and I'm not blaming so much on music, because like I said, that they're giving a story. They're not telling you to go do that. And 9 times out of 10, they're telling you to do the opposite. Now I'm gonna say this. I don't know what these new rappers is talking about, because I could be wrong.
Right.
They might be telling you, hey, go knock an old lady in the head. It's cool.
Right. But I'm gonna say this. Music can be influencing. You know what I mean? Even if
to the weak, yeah.
Well, I don't want to just say to the weak, because there's a lot of people that likes music and they listen to it. And
so if you're a hip hop,
right? But I'm not even just talking about
no, but I'm just saying, like, okay, even heavy metal, it's a lot of influences out there, yes. Yeah. But what I'm saying is it that powerful? Well, to a person that, it
is. It is.
I'll be contradicting myself.
Right.
So, yeah.
It is. It's really because it's words. It's the words that take you. You know what I'm saying? You ever listen
especially if you can relate to it.
Right. Yeah. So even if you listen to a gospel song, you see what I'm saying? And you listening to that gospel song.
I can't listen to no more.
Why?
Every gospel song sounds the same.
Oh, okay.
So,
but you listening to that gospel song, you getting influenced by that music of being peaceful or being whatever that song is singing. So if you're listening to rap music, or they talking about shoot 'em up, bang, 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 bang. I'm gonna tell you a story. Now I like Wu-Tang, right?
Right.
That's one of my top 5.
I grew up on Wu-Tang, so shout out.
I used to work this job, and I used to walk home every day because it wasn't far from my house, and I had to walk through the projects.
Right.
I think it was Murphy Homes. Yeah, Murphy Homes. Back then, I had no fear.
No gun?
No gun. I had no fear. Oh. Like, I had no fear at all.
Well, you was busting people in the head with rocks. So.
You know what? And I will put my earphones on and put on Wu, and I will walk through the city of Baltimore late at night with no fear.
Like a superhero.
Right. And because that music gave me charge. Like, nobody gonna mess with me. Nobody. So that's what I'm saying. It's influencing. So
you're holding the music.
No, I'm not holding the music accountable, but let me correct myself. Some, yeah.
So in other words, are you saying they should cut them from music so we wouldn't have this problem? Because I mean, now I don't even feel, it's just now the access to drugs is even easier than what it was back then.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, the young ones I've talked to, yeah.
Oh, I don't know, because I ain't in the streets no more.
I mean, you ain't got to be in the streets. It's just literally like knowing something, like just asking questions and comparing it. Like,
but my ear my ear not even to the streets like it used to be. Like, I'm kind of like oblivious of what's be going on. You know what I'm saying? I
can't be, because like I said, you just never know. And I said, people would never thought in a million years that this would happen. And look.
Right.
Well, I'm not going to say people don't. Because, like I said, it's been happening. This ain't like this is the first time.
But we didn't think that it would be this close to home. Put it like that.
I can't say that.
I think I can say that. I didn't think that.
And
it
I'm
would be
not
a
I'm not
home.
down in Baltimore. I'm not down in it. I love this place. You know what I mean? This is my roots. This is where, I grew up at.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just from the politics, like
Right.
on down.
Right.
This is why this city can't get it
Yeah.
together.
Right.
And it's not so much of the people.
Mm-hmm.
It's what they allowed them to do, and then try to flip the script and make it seem like, oh, it's first of all, for these kids, they don't have nothing in these streets.
No, they don't.
And
They do not.
They're more on their side as young as growing up, and then when they're of age, it's just like, okay, now here's the boundaries.
Right.
This is what you can't do. And it's just like, for a kid that's been doing whatever they wanted to do, and now you're telling them they can't do it, what you think they're going to do now? They're going to rebel.
Exactly. But going back to what you were saying about how the city have really like kind of shut down a lot of things for the children to do.
But I just found like,
So-
and then think about it, they just built the detention center right there in the middle of downtown.
Exactly. Right.
So that's
Because
already
what they-
giving you
right,
what
right.
they want.
Right. So they're not building up community centers for the children to go and play in. They're not fixing up the playgrounds for children or doing, after school programs or all that kind of stuff anymore. They're building jails.
Let me ask you a question. When Dunbar was remodeled, were you surprised?
No, I wasn't.
I was.
Why?
Because that field was literally before you play football on it, you had to watch to see if it was needles and shit on the
Got
field,
you,
and
got you.
literally do a patrol
Right.
before you played on it.
Right.
So, and then that happened out of nowhere when Under Armour gave Dunbar money
Right.
to restruct the field, which
It's
is
wonderful.
beautiful now.
Yeah.
It's opportunities for these kids to make something of themselves.
Right. And
Compared
they
to
always having a game.
game, some type of Olympics,
Something going on
Yeah.
down there. But
and then it was a shooting there.
oh yeah, what Dunbar?
Yeah,
Yeah.
couple maybe about.
But you got to
Almost
see
a
where
month ago.
Dunbar is located at.
Yeah, I mean, for those that don't know,
Yeah.
it's definitely in the middle of the hood, but still, come on.
Right. But they making it so easy for people to get guns. Even though they talking about they cracking down on the gun law,
No.
they're not.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So children can get guns.
But this is why I tell people, and I mean no harm when I say this. Don't be scared of the gun, because a lot of people don't want to get a weapon because they know it can seriously injure or kill someone. But it's just like, don't ever. People don't think nothing can happen until it happens, and then when it happens, it's too late.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then by that, you're paranoid now.
Exactly.
It's a trauma.
Right.
Always having that mindset, anything is possible to happen when I walk outside of my house. I mean, shit, you think about it. At one point, social media gives all this. It was a guy with a assault rifle checking to see people doors. He lived in an apartment complex.
Oh wow.
Was seeing I'm sure Instagram hawks. They know what I'm talking about.
Right. I didn't see that. But
Yeah,
that's
like,
crazy. And he had a shotgun.
He had a assault rifle. He
Oh,
ain't had no
assault-
shot.
okay,
He had an
okay.
assault rifle. So, and just seeing, who door was unlocked, and I'm just like, yo, it's crazy nowadays. Like, you can't put nothing past nothing.
And that's scary because, you land in your house and sometimes people forget to lock their doors. I have came into I live in an apartment building and where people have left their keys in the door
Yeah.
because they was rushing. You know what I'm saying? So for somebody to go around and do that and you think that you locked your door and then you look up and somebody, I'm going to tell you this, don't laugh at me though.
You told me not to laugh.
Don't laugh. When I'm in the house by myself, I locks my bedroom door.
Damn, boy, so if a fire break out, you SOL.
No, because I can unlock it.
My question is, are you going to jump out the window?
Yeah, I can jump out my window.
Okay. All right. Hey, listen.
So
There's some people that can't. People say that, but then once they're in the midst of that fire,
No,
and
when you-
then you see that shit, you be like, what in the hell?
yeah, but that's kind of true. But my thing is, if you're thinking about your life, I'll take a broken leg. If I don't roll right when I fall out, I'll take a broken leg
I don't want my leg broke, tailbone or something.
or whatever. Whatever happens,
Like-
I'll take it because, like you said, you can die from the smoke or you can get burned. Like
Severe, then you
that's
be
a
like-
horrible way of
And then the sad
Right.
part, I ain't gonna make a joke out of that because that's a whole asshole moment to me. I don't want to do that.
right.
But yeah, I always tell people, always prepare yourself. Prepare yourself.
Mm-hmm.
If you prepare it a little bit better and this situation happens, you know what I mean, you're I'm not gonna say it. You can be better off worse if you don't prepare.
Right. We used to do my mother and my grandmother used to do a little fire thing where we said to pretend like if it was a fire in the house, where would we go, what door we would use and stuff like that. So I used to train my children to do that as well when they was younger.
I mean, listen, it just once you already got it in your system and how to work, so when it actually happens, you know how to react better.
Right.
And it was another one where women were being carjacked at a gas station.
Yeah, someone was telling me that.
So I'm like, yo, you got to protect yourself. Yeah. If not, you're going to be a victim. And then once that's already happened, your life is going to change for the worse because you ain't going to want to do nothing.
So you think that people should get a gun?
Absolutely.
They should get licensed?
If you're able to get it, go get it. Mm-hmm. Don't play with that.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, look, holidays is coming around the corner.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. My car was broken into in the front of my house. This was like 2-3 years ago.
Right.
Came to everything that I'm like, damn.
That's a horrible feeling. My car was broken into when my door was
I'm like, damn, you could have put the papers and shit back, like everything that was in the glove compartment. You know, well, I had some money. It was like, nigga took all my change. Like I was like, bro, like for real though, leave me even. He ain't left me a penny.
Dang, he's gonna take all of it.
Yeah, I'm just like, yo, that's greedy.
Was your door unlocked though?
No, it was locked.
Because my car got broken into, but my door was unlocked.
Oh, you just think you just
no. So these newer cars, if you come in with the key, my car unlocks. Like gotcha. I don't even have to pull a handle. So what I did was I locked it and walked away. And I thought I left something, so I came back. As soon as I come to the car, it's going to unlock, but I wasn't thinking about that, so I walked away. And somebody went in there and stole my Louis Vuitton shoes.
But you know what then? You know what that's saying? Somebody's been watching you.
Right, because where my car was parked at, it was 3 other cars, and when we looked at the camera, they went straight to my car.
And that's creepy. Like, and this is what I want to tell people out there. Like, look, when you think it ain't going to happen to you, you don't know. You don't know. It could be a person, motherfucker, hey, how's it going?
Every day.
Yeah. Speak to you and the whole time plot.
Yep. That is so true.
Pay attention, y'all. I'm trying to tell you. Pay attention. Because you just never know. And people, for the ones that think, oh, that ain't going to happen to me.
Right.
How do you know?
Because a lot
Why
of people
do you think that?
A lot of people think
I'm a likable person. And?
Right. Because the people that does that to you, some of them don't know you.
Yeah.
They don't know that you're a likable person.
Or just, shit, I'm going to really dive off it. Like, some people that you think like you might have that purpose to do something to you.
Absolutely.
You don't know.
Absolutely. That is true. Absolutely.
People are weird, man.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know what a person's mind frame is. And and another thing is, when a person says something, what they going to do, don't take it lightly.
Yeah. Don't underestimate anybody.
People nowadays, mean what you say what you mean.
Right. But we want to get back to Morgan. I just want to say, like, I wanted to try to get some people from there. So if y'all listening in, give us a call or send a DM to Good Vibes Television on Instagram, and we'll have you on the show. So we're trying to, figure out what we're doing with that.
Yeah, definitely.
Situation.
If you guys can even talk about it.
And Bowie. If you're from Bowie, you can come up too.
Or just anybody that's been through that tragic, like, in school and you dealing with that, like, definitely, like, we would definitely like to hear that, because that is something interesting and it's definitely a lesson learned from that, because I guarantee you it's going to happen again.
Of course. Because I'm just thinking, as you were saying earlier, like, it's a lot of schools for the last, I want to say 6-7 years, maybe a little longer than that.
I would say 20.
Do these schools have these plans when these people come on and do things like that? Like, I know that they wanted to... Put guns in the school?
I'm sure they do, but like I said, as human beings that we are, because it doesn't happen, it's like eventually what happens? We become lax, we become comfortable.
Right, so that's why you always should put it in training.
Yeah.
So sometimes they should do mock. They should do a mock, where they, have somebody pretend like they're coming on and do something like that and see how.
But with that being said, it's bigger than that. It's money. And that's what they don't want to pay.
What, to do a mock? What you call it? Oh, okay. I didn't know it was money in that.
No, what I'm just saying, like, to go through those drills, you gotta put something up. Nobody's going to do anything for free, and then that's where it becomes a problem. Because a lot of no disrespect to Morgan Police Department, but that's why those guys are leaving to go elsewhere to make more money. They're not getting paid
Paid
enough
enough.
there.
Oh, okay.
So
Well, we got to do something better to protect our schools, to protect these children out here.
I wouldn't even put it in the school system anymore. That's just something we got to do amongst ourselves, and it's called being aware. You know,
what is the point of having school police or school security?
the look.
Oh, okay.
You know, you got somebody that's thinking about coming in, and those people that have those safeties issues.
Mm-hmm.
So once they see that and be like, oh, okay,
Mm-hmm.
they got police, they got security, they got some,
Right.
you take that paranoia away. You got to think about it. Somebody's baby that's just graduated from high school and is now away. Think about the ones that's away from home.
Right. Exactly.
But like I said, it's bound to happen anywhere. Like, remember, somebody they got shot in Canton at the T-Mobile store. Like,
Right.
you just don't know. And I tell people it's better to be prepared. Not saying that it won't happen, but if it does, you got a chance.
So taking it off subject, but kind of like keeping it on subject because we're talking about guns. How do you feel about that? Like, how some people think that guns shouldn't be legal?
Though, to me, I mean no harm, but they probably something has happened to them traumatically with that, or heard stories about that, the wrong story. And like I said, I'm here to say, it's not the gun that kill people; it's people with guns that kill people. And my thing is this: just to say, somebody watching us come here, and was to follow us up here.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
it can happen.
Right. So I wasn't really a big fan of guns growing up because I was very intimidated. But until I started learning, about guns and everything, like how to hold them,
Right.
how to shoot them, and stuff like that. So once you learn about anything, you feel more comfortable with it.
Because the knowledge that you have now that
Exactly.
the thing is with human beings, but we fear the unknown, what we don't know.
Right.
And then once you get educated on that, it's just like, oh, it's not
Right.
that bad. Or you
Right.
go with them, like, it's not what it is.
Right.
So that's my thing. I think they need to be aware correctly to feel safe, because, I mean, think about it. Before, it was easy to get a firearm. You had to have a valid reason.
Right.
Now those reasons is for your own protection, and it's
Right.
not as hard as it was.
Back then.
Now people are like, oh, I don't think, and I agree. Everybody don't deserve a gun, because if you don't know what you're doing, guess what?
But that's why they do background.
Well, not even that. What I'm saying is, if you're not comfortable with your firearm, like, say if I was to come and try to rob you and you're not comfortable with it, I can hit you in your mouth and take your weapon.
Right.
Now what?
Right.
So it's just like, with that being said, it's an iffy thing. But like I said, once you're the proper training, the proper education, you should be all right.
Okay.
I think, like I said, for those that especially have businesses, children, single women with children, yeah, get a firearm, because you just don't know.
Right.
And that could be, you got a delirious baby father that's been abusive and all that. Like,
So you just want to shoot them?
hey, I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Like,
Shoot them, bang, bang.
things happen, but being though that we're still on that, also we want to send our condolences over there to the Middle East, because that's been crazy. Like,
yeah, let's talk about that.
what in the, like, it's
The world, the times that we are in. You know what I mean? So
innocent. All I could think about, like, the babies
right,
that didn't ask to be here,
right,
and that's going. They already got enough problems with poverty
right,
and just war because because you don't like me.
right.
Now, and we know it's probably
It's more than that.
it's more is
Right.
money, power. That's what it really comes down to. But damn, it's not a better way to resolve that situation.
No, everybody wants war because they think war solves the problem.
Well, war doesn't. 9 times out of 10, how that war is going to end, somebody's going to lose, and then somebody low key is going to be, not even low key, but somebody's going to fear whoever lost is going to be the one that's going to be scared, that's going to be afraid,
Right,
because they don't want to go through that devastating loss again.
right.
So they're going to think twice about retaliating, or you might got a low key individual that's going to plan the retaliation down
Down the line.
and then what? You know what I mean? So that's never the answer.
But
And I'm not saying coming to the table, let's talk about it, buddy. Like, I get it. Like, if we can't, it's gonna be one of them terms where you agree to disagree.
Right. But when you got people that's dictators and stuff like that, and they feel like whatever they were trying to come to the table to talk about or to solve or whatever the case may be, and then you just have people that's just mad.
Yeah.
I mean, not mad, angry, like mad in their head.
So let me
And
ask
they
you this
feel
question:
like that's what they have to do.
Do you think like United States should butt in, or we should mind our business?
We should always mind our business if it has nothing to do with us. But we know that the United States is going to trap their little butts over there.
If they ain't already over there,
Right.
around the corner somewhere.
You know, I mean, I feel like this. For us going over there to give them aid, yes.
But you know it's gonna
Right,
be
but
more
to
to
get
that.
into that fight,
Yeah.
we shouldn't.
'Cause-
Because we already got enough problems over here.
Yeah.
I mean, of course we should go and help, other countries and give them aid. But when it comes to us getting our military involved.
Shit, aid. We don't get aid here in our own damn country.
That's but we gotta keep the peace. We gotta give something out there, to get something back. But
Old timer told me that stay in your lane, mind your business, you live longer.
well, America don't know how to do that.
Oh, well, that's why
United
shit
States of
keeps
America
happening.
don't know how to.
One
They
thing
always
I
let
don't
somebody
want
say-
again is a 9/11. Like, come on.
Right.
I mean, even though we know that's sketchy.
That's a whole nother show, and that's been talked about so much, and it's still just wow, So
I was just watching something on Instagram where they were like giving like the memories and the World Trade Center. Like I never had the opportunity to go.
right,
Thank God. It would have been my luck. I'd have went that day, and you know what I mean. But it was crazy. It was nice, beautiful inside. Like they spent a lot of money on building it.
right,
So to see that, and what people keep saying is, and then to get back on topic with how the towers, collapsed. Fuel can't do that to steel.
right.
So
Well, they want us to believe that because they know that a lot of us don't read. We don't, we don't investigate anything. So when they put that out, of a lot of us gonna be like, oh yeah, that. But no.
yeah,
And it was something on TV the other day. I was watching a documentary about that,
right.
and they were saying how it was actual people that was there, how they heard the boom, 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 boom,
Yeah,
boom,
yeah.
boom. You know what I mean?
It's a documentary. If no one has ever saw it, it's called Loose Change, and you can even look it up on YouTube. But they gave you the breakdown from the towers to the Pentagon, even to Flight United 93.
So that's the one that's not saying that's not a mystery. The towers coming down and everything, and the plane going into the Pentagon, but the plane that crashed and
Said to the
nothing was found.
yeah, not even the black box. I think
Right,
like yeah.
nothing was found. So,
But Loose Change. See, the people that do like, he's on this conspiracy thing. But if you watch the documentary, this is what it's showing. I'm not making this up. I'm not painting a picture that's not there. If you go in there and watch it, and it's about a good 2 hours, I want to say 2-3 hours. But like they had it like on like night vision.
oh, right, okay,
And they had them like landing the plane, and like these people were coming out. And because what was crazy, one of the people that were hurt in the Pentagon, they were taking tapes from like nearby places. And they said it was a young lady that was hurt. Like, I guess like the FBI came to visit her. Like these men were all in all black.
right,
Like it's on some Men in Black shit.
right, okay,
And like was probably trying to get the information out, like what happened or what she can remember.
right.
And I was just like, yeah, see.
Right, because they probably was going to do something.
Yeah.
Else. She was like, well, I saw it all.
But those that supposedly lost their lives, they relocated them. Like,
But what
deported.
did they diminish them or?
no, they didn't kill them.
Oh, okay.
They gave them like passports to like actually leave. But who knows how true that is? It's not me. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just saying. If it sounds ridiculous, yeah, I'm just repeating what I saw. Okay.
I don't know. It's just it was really weird about some of the stuff that I had seen. So when 9/11 first happened, the first 2-3 years, I wouldn't watch anything. When
Do you believe Obama did that?
no, I don't.
Okay.
I believe that it was much greater than that.
I
I
believe
believe
so too. Like they, and that's what I'm saying. Like this is what can.
But why would Obama? He wasn't even in office when it happened.
No Obama. Osama bin.
Osama bin Laden.
Not. Excuse me.
Okay.
It's all sound the same. Excuse.
Obama
They probably like
bin
this is an ignorant. Where did they find this clown? But nah.
No, I don't think he had anything to do with that. And it's like I said, it's much greater than that. It's like so much greater than that.
Yeah. That's why I said this whole Middle East thing is just like I feel like that's gonna be forever.
Mm-hmm.
There's always gonna be a war there because, it's, like I said, it's about money, politics,
Right.
and control.
Right.
And if somebody's not getting it, yeah, it's gonna be a problem.
Right.
And like I said, adults don't really feel too sorry. Now the ones that have no control, yeah, to a degree, because it's just like I don't want to be harsh when I say it, because it's just like, well, you say that, I'm like, well, what can they do? But it's the babies that's most concerning, because you're raising them to hate. Think about it. A kid, they want to play.
Right.
They don't know about issues and stress, and they ain't thinking about that. They ain't worrying about a color.
Exactly.
So, like I said, they're being trained to hate.
Mm-hmm. You know, in some foreign countries, they train their children from a certain age to kill, and to fire guns. You know, to be
my
prepared
question
for war.
is, would it be hard for you to kill one of them?
Oh, wow. Probably would. Mm-hmm.
Well.
Probably
and
would.
A lot of people, like, so that's just like an 8-year-old. It's easy for them to stick you up at gunpoint here.
Yeah.
And people be thinking I'm being funny when I say that. No, it really happens.
Right. Look, if you talk to anybody that went to war, that really went into war, and they tell you their stories, how they had to kill children that carry guns.
Yeah.
Because
they had bombs strapped to them. Yeah. Suicide bombers. Yeah.
Right. So, and then if you talk to them, you know something is, you know, a lot of them come home with stuff wrong with them because
PTSD and all that.
They had to do over there. So that's why I say yes, it would be hard, but I don't know if it was between my life and yours. You got to go.
Yeah, I'm blowing the kid away. I ain't thinking twice.
You got to go.
I'm sorry.
So
they probably be like, damn.
You got a bomb strapped to you. You got to go. You know. So
I mean, on that, I don't want to stay too much onto that, because for those that are watching, especially the news, they give enough. And like I said, this is more of our opinions on our insight on that.
Absolutely.
So, you know, let's again, condolences, because we don't want to see nobody lose their life over, you know,
nothing,
politics, because that's what it all comes down to.
Yep.
But to spicing this up a little bit, I'm sure everybody that's been on social media, been watching TV, Miss Jada Pinkett Smith has released her new book.
Right.
And it's just been a whole lot of havoc.
A lot of drama.
So savvy, you know, as a woman, on your perspective, how you see this. Is this professional? Not even going to say professional. Is it worthy on her end to do all of this?
She's promoting her book, so she's gonna be on all talk shows. She was even at Fat Joe's store. You know, Fat Joe has a podcast, and talking about it. So she's doing everything that she can do to promote this book.
And I think that is like trash.
But everybody do it, as far as celebrities.
Yeah,
but whoever wrote a book.
My thing is this: you put this man through enough. You gave him the Godfather look to do that to poor Chris Rock, and then to say later on to cover it up, because you was getting bashed for that. To say, well, he asked me out.
Right.
Okay.
But she said that she was shocked. She said she didn't give Will a look. She said she was given a look because of what Chris said.
I wish we had, next Monday, if we can get the footage of her facial expression from when Chris Rock said, what did he say? Jada, I love you in G.I. Joe. He said, Jada, G.I. Joe 2, I loved you. And of course, you know, Will laughed, and she was just like, nigga, please. Like, in her mind, pretty much probably you wasn't saying that when you was trying to get at me.
Right.
And I'm telling you, she gave that look like to Will, like, nigga, if you don't go do something now, you think you already in some shit?
But she did a sit down. I forgot the young lady's name. White lady, I think. No, she's black. I don't know what she is. But anyway, because she looks black. But she did an interview, and she basically was saying that her and Will wasn't even together when that happened. So she was kind of shocked when he was like, "Keep my wife's name." You know what I'm saying? So
Of course, to me, that's a cover up.
So basically, she was just like, that's why I guess
So
she
why
felt like
didn't-
she didn't have to defend it because we wasn't even together when it happened.
At the end of the day, she still get a coin from whatever that nigga does.
Okay.
So my point is, if you see him acting out like that, hey, what is you doing? If you're quote unquote shocked, you ain't that damn shocked because what, like I said, Chris Rock said aggravated you. I seen it in her facial expression.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So clearly, you were okay with him smacking.
Well, maybe because of how you said that he was trying to holler at her earlier. Maybe that's why she didn't care.
But also quoted in the interview that once. But see, then why didn't she when she was saying that when he was asking about them going out or being separated and she was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Why didn't she correct him then and saying, well, that is true?
I don't know. I think no, because I think at the time, because the lady asked her a question and she said because they wasn't ready to tell the world that they wasn't together. Well, separated.
I'm gonna tell you this: Ray Charles could see that, and then of course, how she explained how they got together. Like Will in a way forced himself on her.
Right. Well, they met, but like
he from what she said, he called her up and was just like, "You seeing anybody?" And she like, "No." He's like, "Well, you seeing me now? Click."
Oh wow. But they went on a blind date first before that happened.
Well, I mean, whatever. It's still awkward. But like I said, their relationship has always been in the limelight. So my thing is this. If you're not together and y'all, why let people assume something that's not true?
Because everybody liked them together. It was always, we want to be like Will and Jada, da 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 da. So, they wanted to keep their
Facts, bro.
Read it. What did they say? What did he say?
Jada is a good actress, but a trash person. Yeah.
Oh wow! Thank you, Chris Michael.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like this took her away from her career.
Well, I mean, I don't think so. I think that she's going to get a lot out of this. I mean, a lot of times when we think that it's a tragedy, it's a come up for them.
I'm gonna say this.
They know this game
because I already know I'm gonna get some repercussions after this. But the only person, and the urban community is looking at you sideways.
Mm-hmm.
You from here, right?
Mm-hmm.
She had a good start.
Right.
Started off with Different World.
Right.
You did what did she do after that? You did Set It Off. Which
Woo was terrible.
Oh yeah, you see, I didn't mention Woo.
You got to give her credit; she was in it.
No, I'm not gonna do that. And she had a couple of The Matrix. For you to get on that stage with Keanu Reeves and
Keanu,
you know what I'm saying. So clearly she was doing something right.
Right.
I don't know what happened in the household or whatever she was going through.
But she was dealing with mental illness. She was saying that she was going through so much. She was in so much pain, and she also said that she had it was so bad that she would try to set up scenarios where she would commit suicide because she didn't want her children to know. So she would set like, I'll go here and run into the traffic or act like it's an accident or something like that because she didn't want her children to know that their mother was contemplating suicide. So she said in this interview that she was going through a lot of things mentally. And I mean, people go through that every day. And this is the thing that we have to remember. These people are human.
Yeah. I'm not taking
And acting is their job. And we look at them as these superheroes, and they're not. That they can't make mistakes or they can't have, what do you call them, entanglements and all this kind of stuff. They can because they're human, and they think like humans.
Yes, 100%. But my thing is this, and people about to be mad. Oh, well, this is just my logic of thinking. I don't think she really wanted to kill herself.
I don't know. I'm just going by
my thing is, when you want to do it, you're not going to tell nobody. You're going to just do it.
I don't know.
I'm saying to that extent. When you're on a regular person, they're probably crying out for help. But I can't be so like, well, maybe because the limelight. Look at the look what she's getting out of this publicity.
Right.
So from a regular average Joe, you got to take that seriously. And I'm not saying, she's a bad person, but it's a strategy for this. Bad publicity is just as good as the good publicity.
But do you think that will sit around and just let this woman drive him into the ground like that? I don't think so. I mean, I know a lot of people looking at him as being weak right now, but I don't think that he is.
I think Will was already going through something when his first wife left him. Mm-hmm. So he didn't, like, in my opinion, he didn't fully heal from that. Mm-hmm. So he tried to have something with Jada, and it was too much on both ends.
Well, if you really looked at
and people could be like, well, read the book. Listen, I don't need to do all that. Right. You can clearly listen to a person when they talk.
But Will even said that he used to always try to do a lot to.
Well, we already know money can't buy.
But
happiness.
A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people think that money can. Well, he told the story where he planned a birthday party.
It was the red table when they had the red table talk. They used to have. Oh yeah, when the entanglement. When she came out with that happened on a red table talk.
Right, I saw that. But I'm talking about before that when he was talking about how.
Well, they came to the table twice.
Right. Well, I don't know what time it was, but it was a time where he was saying that how he would tried to do everything to make her happy.
Right, yeah.
Even but what she was saying, like, he would be doing stuff that she didn't want to do, but he did it anyway.
Right.
And the thing about it is, I mean, I'm not in a relationship or anything like that, but sometimes you got to listen to your partner. I'm going to say this. I always got to bring a scenario about myself. I like to give people what they want, right? When I say that, like, if you say, I want this for my birthday, I'm not going to go out and what I think and get you what I think.
Well, that'd be ass backwards. Right.
But it happened to me a lot. When I was married, my husband would bring me stuff that he thought, and I'd be like, sir, I'm a sneakerhead. Buy me sneakers. Why are you buying me aprons talking about you need to get in the kitchen and cook? Or buy me a big red teddy bear. Like, I'm a grown woman.
And you know what? I would say, go on,
I'm out here
off track just a little bit, but if you are going to buy something, make sure you buy something for somebody that's going to appreciate it and knowing, hey, this is what I needed instead of really want it, because it's just like, it's not really a meantful gift. It was just like,
Right.
It's your birthday here.
Right. Like, if you don't have a lot of money and you went out, okay, that's different.
A card. I mean,
right.
Just
but
card.
if you ask me what I want and I tell you what I want and then you come back with an apron and a stuffed animal, you have again, a whole problem.
But again, with Will, he was going through. He just didn't want to admit to it.
Okay, so why is it okay for Will to go through his stuff and he don't
No. I'm not.
But we bashing this woman because we feel like she is making this man look so small. And I'm telling you,
because
if you sit down,
if you look at everything,
Will gonna come out and I'm telling you, he's gonna come out with an interview and go and shock y'all. I'm telling y'all.
Oh, maybe not. You might kill her.
Don't do that.
I'm just saying. I'm tripping.
We don't promote violence.
But I'm just saying, like, she's literally fucked his career up.
I don't think so. I mean, I know that he can't. What is the what he had to get? He got suspended. He got suspended for.
Well, he's what was that? What was that? The Oscars?
Yeah.
He's banned.
Okay.
So he.
Yeah.
Like,
but see, let me say this, and I know, as you say,
you're defending the women, but
right? No, I'm not defending the women. I'm saying something about him. Even if I gave my man a look, like, you gonna let that? It's up to the individual. It ain't like she grabbed him and said, "Yo, go up there and punch him in his face."
That's how much control Jada got, and that might be that raw. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow.
Because I mean, at the end of the day, he already feels some type of way. Because let's really go there. Every time this man is in an interview, it's compared to the secret love that she had for Tupac.
Right.
He was on a Breakfast Club talking about it, and Envy, which was kind of messed up, because it's like, dog, you don't want nobody talking about you and your wife. Why would you throw shade? You know what I'm saying?
Envy a mess.
Yeah. Very, very emotional guy. But anyway, he threw, and it was shade. But at the end of the day, yeah, he admitted to that. Like, that eats him up.
Right.
That love that she had for him, he will never have.
Well, she was saying that they was just friends. Like, they just had a deep connection as friends. Like, she said it wasn't even no attraction there. No, sorry, let me correct that. Chemistry. She said it wasn't no chemistry. They were just friends, and that was it.
You believe that?
I don't. Now I don't believe that.
Okay.
Now I do not believe that.
That's what I'm saying.
Because
like,
Will wouldn't feel that kind of way if you're not. People can have a friend as a soulmate.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
it's
But,
that intuition.
right. But the thing about it is, it had to be deeper for Will to see it and feel that kind of way and be intimidated by it.
He saw something that clearly wasn't right, spoke on it, and she probably didn't give the response that he wanted to make him feel better. So, of course, you think that's not lingering in his head?
Right.
And then, okay, with the entanglement with that nut, what's his name? August Alst. But besides, I don't care about his name, but with that nut, and then did you see his facial expression? Like, he wanted to literally, if he could jump over that table, I'm sure behind closed doors, Lord Jesus, 911
But
wasn't
that's
called.
another thing. Why would you come to the table and humiliate yourself like that? Like, if I already know why we going to the table, so why I'm looking like that? Because I already know what we
you
talking
don't know.
about.
It's
He
probably
knew.
maybe not, and it's not an offense for Will because who knows what the shit he got going on. But what I'm saying is
going on.
how she fucked that man life up. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm just saying.
Well, no.
Will is out there doing his thing too. Don't just think that's just Jada. Will is out there doing his thing, getting his life.
And he's
right.
Have he been caught that we know about?
Right, and he just smooth, and
so you can't give him a charge on something that we really don't know.
He admits it.
It's supposed. Listen,
he admits it. I'm not saying
you know why he's admitting it? Because if he's
this was before Jada even came out with anything, the entanglement, the whatever. He was sitting down having an interview, basically saying that they have a relationship, basically
an open relationship.
Yeah, like he do what he do to make him happy. She do what she do to make her happy.
Well, I mean, listen. Why are we here? Then why is everybody dragging Jada the way
That's
she's being dragged in?
We dragging Jada, but this man had said before, she even came out with this and made statements about their relationship and how it's going down. So that's what I'm saying. Like, when I see all these people attacking her like that, now I just feel like she shouldn't be putting the business out there. It's enough is enough. I'm
Publicity.
I know why, because I said her book is coming out.
That book is going to be number one New York seller.
Right. Tell all. She said it's already selling out. So
that's crazy.
I get what the tactic is, but the point is that it's just certain things you shouldn't even put out there. Even though she's saying that her and Will is now getting back together and working on their relationship.
Damn, that long? See, and this is what I don't believe. Like, come on, I don't ever think it was a separation thing. Like, I'm telling you, Will, they sat down and had a strategy. Like, look, since your acting career is going this way,
right,
we got to come up with another way for you to be relevant.
Right.
Listen, Will's a very competitive individual.
He did.
He don't like to lose. So, of course, you probably wanted your son and your daughter to be probably good actors and good actresses. Which what's his son name?
Jaden.
He was pretty dope.
Right.
But I guess that's not what he wanted. Mm-hmm. And they're going a different way. Will, like, look, and then, eventually Will's going to be retired. You know what I mean? So, or probably be behind the camera. Mm-hmm. So, of course, it's like, look, we need all our money the best way we know how. He must know something with this economy going too. But,
Right.
So, we're going to wrap this up.
Yes, that was a good conversation. What you think?
Time move fast when you're running your mouth.
Right. Two gossips. But anyway, we want to thank everybody for tuning in and joining us and, hanging out with us tonight.
Oh, they going at it on that.
Oh, they are?
I'm seeing long essays. I don't read them joints.
So, hey, Jamie. Big shout out to Jamie. Okay, we got Mr. Guy Dean in the house. Blossom? Is that Blossom? Cherry Blossom?
Who that?
And I'm sorry, I can't really read everything that y'all was saying, but thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for having some comments, because we ain't had that in a long time. But we're going to close this up, wrap it up.
Sorry y'all came so late, but again, we start at 6 p.m. Eastern
time. Yeah.
Eastern, you know what I mean? So next time, chime in a little earlier. It's like, let me stop messing with people.
So thank y'all for tuning in on another episode of GVTV.
Y'all can follow me on, I'm not putting out my segment. business underscore 1987. Lamont Elliot on Facebook. Actor Lamont Elliot underscore 622 on IG as well. And yeah, that's it.
Right. And y'all know my Instagram and Facebook.
Which one? Because you got like 8 of them.
I ain't gonna keep repeating it, so but just hit me up on Savvy Events Corner and y'all find all the other ones. But thank y'all for tuning in and see y'all the next time.
Appreciate all the love.